Hi, I'm Melissa from Resilience Law, and today I'm going to talk about supportive letters from friends, families, or coworkers to help you get Social Security. If you're headed to a hearing at the Office of Hearing Operations, you need to get as much evidence as possible to the judge. The strongest evidence by far is your medical records, but there are other pieces of evidence that can help you be successful. One is a letter from a friend, family, or coworker who goes a little bit more in depth about how your conditions affect you and how they affect your ability to do tasks around the house. For the case of a coworker, that's a little bit different, where they might talk about how your work began to be affected before you left work and became disabled. A coworker could state what kind of tasks you weren't able to do, what your attendance was like. That sort of information can be helpful in proving that even if you had more recent work, you were only able to work with accommodations and you were ultimately really struggling to work in the national economy because of your conditions. For a friend or family member, a letter from them, and it doesn't have to be anything formal as long as there's a date and a signature. That's what you're really looking for. That's all the authentication that you need. The person should lay out how they know you. So if you're writing a letter about a parent or a loved one, do they live with you? How often do you see them if they don't live with you? And what care do you provide for them if you're serving as a caretaker? That's important to note in the letter as well, versus someone who you just live with and see deal with their conditions all day, every day. In the letter itself, it's much more helpful if you can focus on specific limitations, like the person is not able to lift laundry upstairs or carry groceries in the house, or the person's confined to their bed due to pain or mental health conditions. That sort of specific information about very, kind of discrete limitations, that they're things they're not able to do due to their condition, is substantially more helpful than a letter stating, my father is so sad that he's disabled, he loved to work and now he can't work. This has totally changed his life. That's helpful, right? Anybody who's suffered an injury or disability, their life has changed, right? But it's substantially more helpful if you can be specific. Dad used to love to work. He would work 80 hours a week, and now, he putters around the house and maybe does an hour of yard work a week, and then he's still exhausted. That goes to show that he specifically lacks the stamina to work a full-time job. Or you could state, my mom never leaves her bed. Sometimes she has days where she doesn't even get up to eat because she's so depressed. Those more specific details about how their disability affects their ability to live their life and perform the activities of daily living we do every day, that helps explain to the judge how someone's condition affects them. I often tell clients that a hearing is where we're filling in the blanks. The medical record says that you have depression, but what does that mean? It's different for everyone. So at the hearing, you tell your story and you tell how your conditions affect you. A rotator cuff tear, if it hasn't healed very well, you may still have pain, but how severe is the pain? How specific does it affect you? You can't lift up your grandchild. You can't wash your own hair in the shower. Those things tell the story, and they help kind of give weight to the medical evidence and give color to this very dry medical text that your lawyer and the judge are going to be reviewing when they make the determination. So it's very helpful if a loved one or a family member or friend can write a letter that's supportive of what your conditions are and how they affect your life, to help give color to your story in front of the administrative law judge. If you're facing in the hearing, or if you have any questions about this, my name is Melissa. I'm a lawyer at Resilience Law. Give me a call. Let's get started.